Hey everyone, it's Ashley, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here with the weekly home fragrance roundup. I feel like we are officially back on track with these. So I don't want to waste too much time. Let's just get straight into it. So as you can see right on top of the bin, we went through, I guess, another air purifier in our bedroom. Filter in our air purifier. I feel like I changed this not that long ago. Like, Corey was like, I think you need to change your filter in here, in your air purifier. And I thought he was joking, like, oh, it turned red, like the symbol, like, I thought he was joking for some reason. And I was like, oh, is it like lit up red? And he's like, yeah, there's just like this little red light on, which was the filter indicator light, like the filter needed to be changed. And I was like, what the heck? I swear I just changed this. Like, is something wrong? Because my first set of air purifiers, I actually had too close to my humidifiers, and I actually had to end up exchanging them because you can't run your humidifier or sometimes your diffuser like too close to your purifier, because the humidity in the air, if it's like a sensing purifier that like kicks on higher when it senses particles in the air, the humidity or the diffuser like oil droplets can sometimes trigger that. So I actually ended up needing to replace my first two purifiers because I had them incorrectly placed right next to my humidifiers. So I was like, crap, did I wreck them again? Like, what the heck? No, it was just the filter needed to change. So I actually have the filter in here to share with you, which is super gross. Like, I'm like, how did it get this dirty? Like, I swear I just changed it. But I mean, I guess it means it's doing its thing, which is great. But I was like, ugh, that's so gross. Actually, also this week, our work air purifier, not my Scentsy one, but we have like an industrial, I guess, sized work air purifier, which, you know, I'm all about, because I'm like, you guys don't understand how grody it probably is in here. So the filter light came on, and so I actually went on Amazon and ordered a replacement filter and HEPA filter for it. So I'm really curious to see when that comes in what it looks like, because I feel like it's gonna be so nasty. And when I pull it out, I'm gonna be like, I told y'all this is gross. Like, I don't know how much of these suck out, and this is only for like 250 square foot. That one's for like over 500 square foot. So I know it like ramps up high sometimes. So I have a feeling it's gonna be gross when I change it. But also, I'm like, if it makes us feel better, like allergy wise, and pulls stuff out of the air, well, how is it not worth it? Like, to me, we already owned the machine. All I have to do is buy replacement filters, and they were maybe like 30 bucks, and it's supposed to be a year supply because it comes with 2 like sets of filters. So I'm like, this is totally worth it to me. I just can't wait to see the like grodiness after knowing like how these work, the Scentsy ones. I'm so curious about the work one. And I think the last time I put in a new filter was maybe like January. So it's right around like the 12-month mark-ish. So I'm really curious, but I've never changed it before. And besides like the first initial time I did it, and it was in someone's office before then. So I'm really excited. I'm so lame. Went through a pack of cotton cleanups. So emptied these into our like big bin where we keep our cotton cleanups. And then let's talk about these pods. I put in at work baked apple pie pods, and I don't know if I loved them. I don't know if it was a combination of the like apple scented plug-in I had going in work, or if it was these pods, or if it was the bathroom spray. Something just didn't quite, it's not that it smelled bad necessarily, but I didn't like love it. It was just off for some reason. And I don't know if it was these pods, but I'm gonna bring these home. I forgot to on Friday, but I'm going to bring these home and then use them throughout my house. Like, I typically will use them just like 1 week's worth at work. and then I'll switch them out and I'll bring them home and like use them up at home and then start with a new set on Monday. It's just something fun I like to do. Keeps the work week interesting, right? And then in here I have emptied out Bright Sider Life pods. I probably should get a backup of these just in case they don't return, because I don't have any more Bright Sider Life. I should probably get a backup. I'm in the mode where I'm like, what do I need for backup pods, because I can't put them in my club and they will continue to come to me if they go away. Okay. I finished up, or I used 3 little samples, testers to make samples for my Happy Meal. I did Winterberry Apple Tea, Very Snowy Spruce, and Silver Bells. I thought those were really fun for this type of year. This time of year. Sorry. I never have melted Very Snowy Spruce, and I think I am a fan. I need to get to it because I think I really will like that one. And then who doesn't love Winterberry Apple Tea? There's like, I feel like most people do, and then there's like those few people that are like, that totally sucks, and they're like, I agree with you. Like, there's like a small band of people who are like, that sucks. It's very funny. Okay, some Wax It in the Open Concept Toasted Acorn and Oak. I don't know how I feel about this one. I feel like it's in its best form in the wax. I feel like the wax smells the most bakery to me. And I feel like the pods smell more like nutty. And I feel like the fragrance flower smells the most like woods-y. Like this one's the most like toasted bakery. The pods are more like the acorn is the focal point. And then to me at least, the fragrance flower is like the oak is like the main thing that I get out of it. So I think it depends on the form. So probably the wax is my favorite form, but it's not my favorite overall. So I don't know that I need more of it per se, for me at least. It's nice to try every now and again, but I don't think I love it. We also did Apple and Oats. I forget how much I love this bar until I do it. And then like smelling it in the clam here, it's like so underwhelming. When it's going in the house, it's completely amazing, and I forget about it. I forget how much I actually enjoy it, because I know I like it, because I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that I like this bar. I forget how much I like it until it's going. Same situation with apple butter frosting. First of all, I put this on my Instagram and I was like, guess the clam based on how yellow it is. And some of you guys were like, Winterberry Apple Tea or apple butter frosting. It's so yellow. So this is just, and this is one I got in April. So it's not that old, but this is just like, has a lot of sweet cinnamon spice in it kind of. So it just really makes it so yellow. This one is another one that I'm like, okay, I know I like apple butter frosting, but when it was going, I left it going for a couple days, which typically I try to change my wax every day. I left this for a couple days, and every day it kept going. I was like, oh, I still love this. Like, it still smells so good in here, and it was apple butter frosting. So that's one I really should do more often, but with all the things I like to try, it kind of gets pushed to the wayside. But then when I do it, I'm just like, why do I not melt this like once a month? It's so good. And then this one is actually a bar I got from a swap I did with somebody in Region 3. So this is not available here. I don't know if it has been ever in the past. I think it has for some reason, but it's gingerbread donut. And like, look at the bar. It's so sweaty and gross. I was like, I really have to do it. And I'm really like, look at it collecting in the bottom with the oils. This is really good, you guys. I really like this. On the cold smell in the clam, I was like, this is way too gingery. Like, that's what held me back from warming it for so long, because I got it in March. This on warm had so much like almost caramel bakery come out of it. It's still going today. I really liked it. It was like really, really strong actually. So I would probably get this again if it like came in or Bring Back My Bar or something came back around, because it was actually really good. But on cold, I was really deterred by the amount of ginger I got. I have a dryer disc in Clean Breeze in here. These are the only dryer discs I use. I try to at the beginning of every month, throw a new dryer disc in so it kind of keeps it like refreshed. And then once they start looking like retired or I feel like I have too many in, I'll take one out. So this is the one with the least amount of scent and the most beat up. So I was like, he has to go. But I just keep a thing of dryer discs in my bi-monthly club in Clean Breeze. So I get one every 2 months. And then I don't have to think about when I need to order dryer discs or when I need to replace them. I just switch everything at the first of the month and I'm good to go. Okay, 2 bricks I worked on this week. I worked on more of my salted caramel toffee. You guys, this brick, you think that gingerbread donut bar was bad. This I have to actively touch because it's a brick and it's so juicy and that's why I want to use it up. I feel like today is a drier day for it, but you can still see the juicy particles. It's like you touch it and you're like, oh, like, I know I have to wash my hands regardless, but I feel like I can't even touch the door handle to get to the bathroom to touch my hands, like, or to wash my hands. Like, it's so juicy. This is from February. I picked it up in February 2021. This was actually available in like November of 2020. So it's one of my older ones. I only have 4 cubes left. But I have all these bricks I want to work on this month, so I don't know that this will be one I get to finish. I really want to like get that moved out of my collection, especially since it's available in the catalog right now. Like I really want to get it moved out. This is one of my favorite seasonal ones. And I was like, look, if I'm going to work on this season, I need to pull it out. So it's Crimson Berry Christmas. Holy cow, I should know better. This I used a cube here and I have 5 left. This one is surprisingly drier. I feel like though when I popped it out, it was like to the point where I couldn't even like bend them and break them. It's like it barely is breaking. Do you see that? Like it's so, it's like, I don't know how to describe this texture, but it's almost like it doesn't even want to break apart. It's not like hard enough to just like snap. It's like bending and stuff. So I really struggled to even get out this first cube, but now I guess I officially have them all broken so I can pull them out and melt them. I've had this going for a few days in here, you guys, and it's so good. It is so good. I even yesterday midday, the warmer was not on or anything, I came in this room and I got a whiff of it from the warmer where it's in cold. Like it's crazy. It's so good. I wish I didn't take this out of my club, but at the time I was like, oh, I have 2 bricks worth, which I mean I still have a full brick, but I wish I just had more of it. Okay, last 2 things I have to talk about. I finished this up. It's a Glade plug-in. This was in the scent Fall Night Long, I believe. Yeah, it's kind of like Glade's take on Marshmallow Fireside-ish, I think. And then I also finished up a Wallflower and Pumpkin Bonfire. This one was like the fastest freaking Wallflower. Like I swear I plugged it in and it was done like 2 weeks later. That's honestly not the case. I know it took at least 30 days because my Wallflowers take a good month to use up. Like I have them, I know how long they take, but this one seemed like it went exceptionally fast. This is White Pumpkin, Clove Buds, and Glowing Embers. I don't know that I loved this in the Wallflower. I believe I still have it in the candle. I feel like I like it better in that format than this Wallflower. So that's everything I have for my weekend home fragrance roundup. Let me know what you guys were working on down below. Did you see any favorites here? Thanks for hanging out with me today and chatting, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.